lost in life down on my knees. With no one inside to rescue me, I'm coming to you with my last prayer. I close my eyes and you're right there. Yeah! You lift me up and make me strong. Give me the chance to carry on. You're right there for me, just like I knew you'd be. Anytime, anywhere, I'm only here because you're there. Step by step through day by day, you clear my path and light my way. Through your grace, she saved my soul. As I let go, you take control. Yeah, you lift me up and make me strong. Give me the chance to carry on. Forever there for me, just like I knew you'd be. Anytime, anywhere, I'm only here because you're there. Will you walk with me, feel my hopes and dreams? If it sometimes seems I could use a helping hand, 'cause you lift me up and make me strong. Give me the chance to right my wrong. Forever there for me, just like I knew you'd be. Every time, anywhere, I'm only here because you're there. I'm only here because you're there. Girl, I'm just here because you're there.
Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast. As Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
So I grabbed myself and called 888-994-4995 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning.
So get ready for the time of your life.
Shake off your sleepies, buckle up, because it's showtime.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button. I'm buried in props.
You gotta watch your speaker. Morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's
Talking very loud.
I'm not talking very loud. I'm talking normally.
You hear that?
Why is it still going off?
You hear that, right?
I hear what? What?
Why is that still
It was
going
our
off?
snooze button. It
The
just
snooze
kept
button
hitting
was still
snooze.
going?
Because he didn't let the snooze finish.
Really?
Really? My
We're
wheels.
back. We're back.
Anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back to our morning show schedule.
Yeah.
It's
It's
very
funny.
confusing.
It is because I may not know what radio station numbers how to spell, but when the hell do we start at 9 o'clock? I've been doing this 7 years
We
with you.
used
I ain't
to.
never done it 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
Where? What country were you in?
we tried. 9:30. Our 9:30
So
morning
I've
show.
decided what we're
So
going
we
to
hit the snooze button.
what we're going to do, because Alana was so grateful to put that whole thing together. I am not going to disappoint you. I am going to rise to the occasion.
Which is what?
New World Order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the NDI, and I'm going to start NDI at 9 o'clock so people can see the craziness.
That's a good idea.
The craziness that goes on,
Behind the scenes, getting ready.
Craziness.
and then flash into the show.
I gotta
Okay.
see Slick and I strolling in.
Yeah.
I may
9:25.
take the camera outside as you guys drive up.
You're gonna hear me go.
Loud music. I'm gonna have to turn it down. Yeah.
Well, as it is, right now I can't hear nothing because you're not even talking into a microphone.
Oh.
I was thinking of you the other day. We were talking about when traffic is bad, how you should be in gratitude that you're actually in the traffic, that you have a car to be in the traffic, that you are grateful that you are alive in the traffic, that when those people swerve off, you should pray for them because that is on them and not you.
You know
So
who's
you were
not-
on my mind.
You know who's not grateful in their cars right now?
Who?
People on that DC highway.
Again?
No,
There's-
from the
they- yeah.
Oh, from a couple
24
days ago?
hour
That
waiting in the
24-hour
traffic.
waiting, I would not be thinking
Oh.
about how grateful I
Can
was
you
in that
imagine?
one.
Hour walk
Can you imagine having children, needing food, needing a bathroom?
That takes the "Are we there yet?" to a whole nother level.
When I was in New York City, my father was working. I was going to NYU, and New York City had a 4-foot snowstorm. And you can look this up. And it was 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. My father wasn't home, so we got worried. I didn't go to NYU. I didn't go to school. I said, you know what? I ain't gonna struggle on the A train tonight. But my father worried me because he worked in the paint business and construction, and he wasn't home. So all of a sudden, in comes Frosty the Snowman. He's red as a tomato. And I said, what happened? He says the West Side Highway
He's hot, Slick.
shut down. You got to do it from the box, from over here.
on the main.
No,
over
from
here.
this black splitter box where the
The
red cord
splitter
is.
box. Yeah. So I said, what happened? He says the snow came down so fast, and he was on the West Side Highway, and I left the van there,
He walked?
and he walked
How far was that?
about 6 miles,
Wow.
but in 4 feet of snow.
Oh my
He was
gosh.
frozen solid. So I said, so what are we going to do? He says, we're going to the cop said to come and get your car early in the morning. So what they did was they plowed out the West Side Highway in the front all night. A lot of snow. And they couldn't throw the snow in the Hudson because it has salt in it,
Okay.
in the ground. So they're not allowed to throw it environmentally into the Hudson.
Really? That's interesting.
So what we ended up you're still hot. So what we ended up doing
Thank you.
was
Working out this
when we got there, they had these machines that threw this mist, water, salt thing, and they have been working all night. And we got there, all the snow
It's melted?
was melted except for the sides.
And the car was fine.
And the truck was fine. It was full of snow. And we had to dig it out and stuff, off of it. But he picked it up the next day and left. So I can relate,
To what happened in D.C.?
but 24 hours.
Everything
What do
has
you
been
do?
shut down. I don't know what you do.
And what do you do if you run out of gas?
Well, that's the other problem. And
Or you're
food.
low on gas?
I saw that a food truck, a bread truck, had opened up all of its back to give people food that was anywhere in the vicinity of the bread truck. I'm sure there are a
Really?
lot of stories like that. You had told us the story of an ambulance who let the children sleep inside.
Yeah, I remember that.
But there was a bread truck, and he just opened up the back doors and gave everyone food. You got to come together as a community, but I don't understand. One, the mayor or the governor said he couldn't call the National Guard because it would take too long to assemble them. How did they not know? Wasn't that an accident shut it down? It was the weather.
I'm going to tell
What
you.
was the
I think
preparation
that
or lack
they
thereof?
did it on purpose because you had all those people jammed up on that highway, and there were no car accidents because everybody was stopped. And people in Washington think that they're bigger than whatever, and they try to drive through things you shouldn't be driving.
They say they have to close down in the snow. But the metro was open, so Ashley's been going to work via metro because Aaron can't drive in the snow. So he goes in the metro with her, he drops her off, he goes home on the metro. But it's good. You have options.
I took the metro. I took the train. Metro. I took the train.
So-
4 years. 4 years at NYU. 3 years at NYU. I couldn't stand it.
How are you enjoying the brunch show?
I'm having a ball.
You like it?
I like it. I like having fun with it. Why did you set this camera so high? You wanted to
yeah.
put
No,
the-
I never set this camera.
I set the camera
Why'd
way.
you set it that high?
Not intentionally. I think I was trying to straighten it. I didn't realize how high it was, but we look a little small. But it's good you get to see all the artwork of Jay Harmon, and all of this artwork is for sale. All of this is done with Sharpie and colored pencil.
You're good.
And look at all those pieces. It's kind of a nice angle. I just had it set a little too
You know,
high.
I feel nervous. I feel like every superstar's looking at it.
They are. It's our wall of fame.
Does
Remember
anybody
Sardi's?
Know, does anybody know? Yes, I ate that. Does anybody know who that is? Thank you, anybody.
You're welcome.
I was hoping people would call in.
We should have people sign it. Oh, speaking of yesterday was National Bird Day, and if you knew yesterday, y'all, and if you knew what country the kookaburra was from, Jay Harmon did win a bag of the Brooklyn Cafe Show
You have to
coffee.
give it to me. You get to me.
We need our words of kindness for today, our random act of kindness.
You didn't put that together, so it's not in the board.
We're going to put it together for our midday
I
show.
have something.
What do you got, Slick?
What is it? Where is it? It's here. Words of kindness. I'll put it up on.
Not that
Words
one.
of
Different
kindness.
one. Read 'em.
Look at HR in the house taking over.
Pick another.
You let us know when you.
We're gonna find you the right one.
Maybe you let us know when you find out.
How was your rehearsal yesterday?
Rehearsal went well. We practiced talent. and
Everybody
so-
showed up.
Oh yeah, everyone's there. We've been keeping super safe. We've been wearing a mask. At the end of each practice, the director and the board goes, please stay safe, everybody, so that no one's dropping out, so everyone is good.
Are you gonna be doing the show with masks?
So our goal right now is everyone's staying masked just so that we're not, spreading anything or keeping safe. But for the actual competition, it is up to us to be able to take our masks off when we're on stage.
But you'll be the only one on stage.
Besides the very opening and the very ending is the only times where all the girls would be on stage, but we've choreographed everything to be spaced and spread out.
Nice.
So really, there shouldn't be too much.
So if you're gonna wear a mask,
Contact.
you have
Nice.
to make it match, your theme.
I will not be wearing my mask on stage for the event,
You could. It gives
I
some safety
could.
points.
but I
think
want
about
to
the
be
angles.
able to smile.
No, I'm not saying all the time. Angle it. Use it at an appropriate time.
I always
If
go
wear a
back
mask,
to
it rubs off your makeup.
I always go back to Sandra
Right.
Bullock when she did her pageant in that movie,
Oh, Miss Congeniality.
right? I always go back to her and she beat the you-know-what out of that guy.
That is one of my favorite movies, and when I first entered, the very first competition I did, I just felt like that because I had never done it before. I didn't know what I was getting into, and I felt like everybody else had done this their whole lives, so I really felt like Sandra Bullock in that movie.
I love that movie, right?
And the moment towards the end of the movie where she's like, how do I, do this or curl my hair or something, and all the girls are like, and run over to help her. That happened to me at my first time in Miss Florida. I had a pimple on my chin right before finals, and I didn't know how to cover it up, and I'm looking around at all these girls who look like professionals, and I was like, hey, Miss Miami Beach, like, do you know how I could cover this? And she's like, yes, give me your concealer. And I looked at her, I looked at my little tiny makeup bag, and I was like, I have foundation and powder. She's like, you don't have concealer? I've never used concealer in my life.
Wow.
So she was like, oh boy,
What's
who
a
has
concealer?
a color?
What's a concealer?
So,
Concealer is what you use to conceal pimples.
You didn't use that?
It's a wand. I actually brought a new concealer in
Yeah.
with me here today.
so not only to conceal blemishes, but it's also used as a highlighter. So some people use a concealer under their eyes to hide darker spots on their face where it would naturally look lighter, more prominent.
Yes.
Interesting.
Makeup 101.
I've learned so much.
Have you learned a lot? You could do like
Yeah.
Alana's makeup beauty tips or something for 2022.
I could.
There's a lot of things you could teach.
I know I've learned a lot of things.
How many girls are competing? Women?
There are currently 8 women. It is a smaller competition this year, just because of COVID all around. It's been a little low with our numbers.
Looks like you put her up.
Oh, hold on.
But it's a total of 8 this year.
Yeah, I know. I missed her.
I saw the Grammys have been postponed to what, March?
Yes.
And the Golden Globes are going to be virtual.
Everything
No
is
one in the
postponed.
audience.
It'll be
Oh, that's
interesting.
terrible.
It'll be interesting.
I can't wait to see all their tech mishaps that we sometimes.
We had that
experience
yesterday.
Oh,
and-
you know, I want to put a banner. I want to put a banner up
graphic?
about. Yes, a graphic banner. I want to put a banner up today, the history of today or something.
Today in history?
No, the history of today.
The history of today.
I have to do it the other way.
Backwards.
Yes,
Spanish.
because that's
Say it
the
in
way.
Spanish?
La historia de hoy.
Okay. That's
You want it
Spanish. In
Spanish?
English, it's today
Listen,
in
I saw in
history.
the Heights from beginning to end yesterday. I got a lot of flamingo
Okay,
in
tell
there
us.
today. And there's a lot of things that I want to touch on. There's some pictures and stuff, Slick, that I have in there.
Oh, my bad. Apologies. I'm sorry.
He's still in a mint green house paint at the
Yeah,
moment.
I'm working.
There he is.
How you guys doing?
Hey, Slick, good morning. And there's our board op for the day.
You're putting me up. Slick better be up too.
Board op is there with Braveheart.
So I wanted to talk about Antonio Brown for a second,
Oh my gosh.
because Antonio Brown came out and gave a statement that was well written by his attorney.
Oh my gosh.
Because I know Antonio Brown don't talk that way, but
Yes, he does.
he doesn't. But he spoke elegantly, and
Yeah.
he talked about the injury and that there is proof that he was injured, and
Yep.
yada yada yada. And when they asked him about how did he trance off the field, looking like a magician and bouncing up and down, he says that was adrenaline. Okay, so let's leave that there. That's not the reason of the story. Put up the picture of the doctors. You know, I've come to the conclusion that when I was growing up, I had heroes in my life, and basketball, football, and baseball players were my heroes. And after what I saw in the news this morning, I've decided to dedicate a new world order. Yeah, the new world order
To healthcare workers.
to our healthcare workers. That to me, it was a picture of 1,000 words right there about what they're going through, about how they feel,
Yep.
what they're going through, and all the stuff that they're going through now for the 3rd time, and they're dropping like flies. And I also want to thank the people that clean the bathrooms, the janitors that have to force themselves to clean up after viruses and illnesses. We don't understand that, you know, there's being in the zone, and then there's being in
Sure.
the zone. So I decided I'm not going to read anymore about Antonio Brown and
Good.
football or anything else, because
Good.
my new hero are those first responders. So that being said, I've reached out to a couple of people that I've known in this business 15 years to see if we can do something at a hospital, and not inside the hospital, maybe something on the outside of the hospital. And I'm looking for some musicians and stuff to put a small thank you for them. So I'm working on that because I think that it's time. And I know that nobody's going to do it right now. Don't get crazy on me. We're thinking about doing it in March. Because I got to tell you something. I saw some news this morning about people who are losing workers. Okay? Losing the workers. Not sick workers, but losing them.
They're done.
And they put him on a stretcher. It was a doctor they lost. And he died of COVID. And everybody, the whole hospital. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. There are more heroes around us that we should appreciate to do that. The other thing I wanted to talk a little bit about is about today, January being January 6th. And you know, January 6th, a year ago, we had a mess in the Capitol, where your son is actually living now. And that wasn't, you know, everybody has the freedom to say whatever they want to say about that. And you want to be whatever and do what you did. The one thing that I'm not happy about is that, you know, when my father came to this country, he didn't speak a word of English. And this is why I watched the Heights yesterday. And this country gave him an opportunity to put me, my brother, and my sister through school. It took a lot of hard work. He worked 15, 16 hours a day. And he did it. And America, you know, I bleed red, white, and blue. Because I am American first. I can be Puerto Rican, I could be Italian, I could be a knucklehead, I could be anything you want to call me. But I am American first. And the sooner we begin to understand that we are all in this together. It doesn't matter your political belief. I get it. You're entitled to that. But when you start getting violent, that you want to push your beliefs on me, you know, there's a World War I, there's a World War II. Look at that. That's what you get in anarchy. That's what you get when people do things against other people's wills. Let's not turn into that. So today you're going to see a lot of gibberish out there. Don't buy in. You know, stand tall for who you are, what you represent. And if it's about hurting other people, then you know what? Just get out of my face. Because nobody should hurt anybody.
Agreed.
Nobody should lay their hands on anyone unless you're putting your hands on somebody else. And that's what words right now to today are bringing up. And I just wanted to bring that up because I was really upset with some of the garbage that I'm watching on the news. You know, the news has to understand their responsibility and their role in this thing, and making a drama to watch people invade a Capitol. That isn't drama. That's just sad. That's an embarrassment to the world. And some of the politicians that are screaming their heads off about Trump and everything else, you know something, for a day, can we just stop the noise? Can we do that?
People cannot.
You know something, then we are bound to continue to be sick. We haven't learned that lesson yet. Okay, you want more? It's coming. I guarantee you it's coming because we just can't get out of our own way.
It's this piece right here, this Pray for Peace. We should put that on the set today.
You can do that.
Because it's what I want to put. You know how Gina has Pray for the World? I think we can put it up and then put a graphic in it that says Pray for Peace. Because this, Jay made this during COVID. What you're talking about, the insurrection, was not COVID. That was something else. But here he is. Here's this man done in graphite pencil with his hands out just saying, please, everyone, just be kind to each other. We need peace in this world. It's like this plea for peace and kindness to humanity. And there again is what speaks. Look at that piece, right?
That's what speaks. The other thing is, I did watch In the Heights yesterday. You got that graphic of New York
How did
City?
you watch it? What time did you get home last night?
It doesn't matter. I don't look at the watch. I just look to watch. You get that New York City piece? I found where they put the set from.
Yeah?
Here. Now, I got to tell you something. I've lived in the Heights. I could not find where they did this from.
It's beautiful.
They did Gossip Girl there too.
This is on the west side.
They did Gossip Girl there.
It is?
Slick.
They did it in this spot?
Yeah, this spot's some Gossip Girl.
Do you watch Gossip Girl?
XO.
You watch, what's a Gossip Girl?
It's a TV show.
Wow.
Gossip Girl there.
Well, we're going to get to
They
you.
always
What's her
did
name?
this
Zoe
show.
Deschanel. Is that she Gossip Girl? Who's
No,
got?
no. That's New Girl.
Blake Lively.
So you watch Gossip Girl. They filmed it here?
Yeah, this spot is well known for in Gossip Girl. Like when they
Now, I'm going to tell you what they did
Is that
here.
really in the Heights?
Well, let me tell you what they did. In the Heights, they put fire escapes and made it look different.
They
'Cause
always
I-
will dress up a set.
No, I mean, they did it with computers. Because I have Frankie find this for me.
Wow.
I says, I need you to find this. Because I saw it, like, I need you to, where is this? He says, what they did was they took that picture and they changed it up. You know that part where they walk on the buildings and all that? That's what gave it away. And he says, you know something, I remember. But I saw so many places that I used to hang out watching the movie. Because the first time I saw that movie, I was focused on the bodega. But the Piragüero versus Mr. Softy and all that, I didn't pay too much attention to that. But now that we talked about, what was the name of the show? Golden Girl? What is it?
Gossip Girl?
Gossip Girl. It's like I wanna tell the public how you pick the colors to paint your house.
What are you talking about? Oh, hold on. Let me put myself up.
We went from linen, white, and brown that Freddie suggested. You were going to do black.
Yeah, if I could have had it my way, it would have been done in black.
In
But
black?
I can't. Yeah, like it's just a black house.
He was gonna
Inside or
paint
outside?
his house black.
You know how hot that would be in Florida?
I know, but like I just kind of.
Every animal in the world
Yeah, hot box.
will be living outside of your house.
But I find that so interesting, the color you chose.
Yeah, like I don't know, like that white spoke to me. I didn't like the dove. I didn't like the
That white is like a light tulip green.
And then clearly I was like the executive, and nobody was.
It's not white.
It's a greenish white.
It's green.
It's mint green.
It's a mint white.
Okay.
Bright or like neutral?
No, very.
It's it's like a,
very light mint green, lighter than my shirt.
it's not that
Way
bad.
lighter.
It is not.
It's similar to your shirt, but it's lighter. It's like this light mint green. And then you're going to do the trim in mint?
Yeah, mint, yeah.
So he's Mr.
Interesting.
Green now.
It's my favorite color.
It's called white mint.
So I want to know what made you, now that you've mentioned that, now what made you decide to
Because-
paint your house green?
Because I didn't get any like. I'll
Was
say
it your phone
pushback.
case?
I can't say. I can't say it was my phone case, but I didn't get any pushback from this color. Everybody was like, I didn't want beige, or my brother didn't want beige.
What happened to the linen white?
The linen white. I
Nobody
mean,
like
that
it?
was a good suggestion from you, but like I never was really looking at linen white
So you're looking at linen green.
because I was looking at either a gray, black. And I
Gray or
wanted the
black?
white, yeah.
Well, I seen gray and black houses. This one on when you go to the radio station.
Yeah, gray.
Very depressing.
Does your mom like it?
Yeah, she likes the color, so she doesn't mind the color at all. So.
Freddie,
I-
what color is your house?
It's yellow and it's like a yellowish color brown. It's not what I
Like
I
a
didn't
sunshine,
paint it.
sunshine yellow?
No, it's very bland. It's like a it's
forgot the
strange.
color of
It's
the house.
like very strange beige white.
So strange.
Strange.
Strange color.
It's not what I want a linen white. I don't get a vote.
Don, what color is your house?
It's currently yellow, but I'm in the process of picking a new paint color.
You're painting your house.
So here's my dilemma with the repainting of my house. Everyone says white. I'm not a white house kind of person.
I don't blame you.
Get the linen white. That's an off white.
You should do blue.
So I've looked
with
at-
white trimming.
A blue house?
Yeah.
Like dark blue with white trimming.
Dark
I'm
blue
thinking-
on
I
the
feel like that's very
outside.
American. Americana.
So I'm in this whole quest for a new paint color. And see what happened though, when I found this house, I had this dream that I was going to move into a yellow house that looked two-story but was not. It has a large portico in front. So the house is in fact a yellow house with this large portico in front. So I'm feeling like if I change it,
You
am I
change your
changing
dream.
the energy and the dream of my
Oh,
house?
jeez.
So now I'm thinking maybe it just needs a fresh coat of yellow. So there's what plays in my mind
I
as
don't
to
like
what is.
yellow.
And Chuck is very not like me. He's very beige and
And white.
monotone and white. Whereas, as you see, if you and I lived together, our house would look like this.
Well, I don't have a problem inside. It's
Outside.
the outside, it has a different reason that I like to go curb appeal because I like the flowers and I like the driveway and if you have a chimney and the windows that you have and the door, the front door
Is brown.
reflects, yeah, and I match my garage with it, but
My
Linda
garage is
doesn't
brown.
listen to me. If Linda would listen to me, I would live in a palace. You would
Linda,
think.
listen. Remember that video
Linda
way
knows.
back, that meme that went crazy, that viral? Linda, listen,
She
Linda.
don't
Cute
listen.
little kid.
Now, I did my color arrangement in Puerto Rico, and Linda and Sarah, and at the time Zane was there, and they helped me paint it. And they look back and they say, wow. I mean, it went kaboom! And then you put yellow flowers around those color schemes. And I mean, I did it for a living for 15 years. So I learned a little something.
But the inside your studio was kind of cream and brown at
Over there,
NN, yeah.
I didn't paint that.
But
That's
you
what
kind
they
of like
did.
those colors, though.
I asked them to let me change it. They said no. I might
There you
cost.
have
I
it.
said no. Now Jody says I can paint. Because now she's in charge. Bobby used to say no.
Slick's good at painting white walls.
No, he takes
Oh,
too
yeah,
long.
I take, yeah.
That
put
wall
several
has
coats on
6
the floor.
coats on it.
Yeah.
I think it's been about a year since we painted this room
I
already.
like that color.
The mint green is nice, right?
I do. I like it.
Of course, because you like green. I think that you were the last one to talk to him before he left that day.
No, no.
And it stuck in
I
his
had
head.
no clue he was. I had no clue that he was leaving me to run everything myself
But you had
yesterday.
it.
But you got it. You did a great job.
I wasn't even going to bring that up.
Blindsided.
You were not blindsided. You knew he wasn't.
My girl Haley came.
There you go.
She came through. All right, so you played Powerball. I know
I
you didn't
played.
win, played, because I know the winner was not in Florida, the full winner, but they said there were many, many other winners of like up to $1 million and more.
If Freddie won, we would all know by now.
He hasn't looked at the numbers yet.
You haven't looked?
No, I brought this in for you to do it.
Yes, I said, look, he goes, no, Alana's going to do it.
Now let me tell you the story about getting this ticket. First of all, I had to do Sarah Spiritual, and you know that board is very complicated, and the setup and the takedown very complicated. And I had to go to Publix to buy a lotto ticket. Now, Freddie doesn't buy lotto tickets. Freddie sends people to buy them. This is the first time in the history of my life that I actually purchased a Powerball ticket.
How was that for you?
Okay. So, I didn't know you only could do
Cash.
6 numbers. I did 7. So the guy says, you did it wrong, you got to do it again. So he hits the box where it's no good. Okay. So second time I did it, I did 5 numbers. I was missing one. Yeah. You got to put another number. Okay. Third time, I get it right. I give it to him with my debit card. Oh no. Now we're on a first name basis because I've been going back and forth so many times. You got to get cash. I gotta get cash. There's cash in the card. No, I need cash. Where you have an ATM? Yes. You go out through the swinging doors, make a right. I go out through the swinging doors, I make a right. There's no ATM. I walked all the way down, no ATM. I come back. There's a lady from Publix inside the lobby. Where's your ATM? Right there. That would be a left and another left. I go. I get the $20 out. I'm online again. There's a line because everybody's playing. I give the guy, and I say, here, $20, give me the change. So there's a guy standing next to me. I guess you could check out groceries
Sure.
if there's not a lot.
Yeah.
So he wanted to play lotto, and he says, okay, you got to go from that line, this line to that line. He says, you're going to make me win online when I'm giving you the number for lotto? Yes. And he called them all sorts of beep, 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 beep. So I give the guy my 20, and expecting the 18 back, and the guy goes, hey, beep, 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 beep. Put the whole thing in. What's the matter with you?
There you go.
So everybody's watching. Now everybody's looking, what's Freddie going to do next?
And now you've got pressure. You've got peer pressure. You got all the eyes on you of what are you going to do?
So I told the guy, give me $18 worth of picket. So that's what I got.
Oh, so now you got to really check them.
There's 10 games here.
You got a lot there. How's that feel? How did it feel for you to new experience?
But I said to myself, I said, God, I'm not going to look. Who should I look at? And her name popped up simply because she was screaming at me that I don't know how to spell.
Ammed.
She does that. She does that.
It's the way she does it. It was 9 o'clock at night.
That was when I got home after rehearsal.
And that's the
I
one thing
always
you
look
had
out
to.
for you guys. Look, I came home from work, from my other work,
Facts.
and then I was looking up.
Well, now I have a
pages.
committee that is reading what I write. There's a whole. You missed that I wrote the wrong number. I wrote 575, not 565.
And she got the
1470.
radio station that was wrong
Yeah,
too.
you had 93.5.
I fixed that. I will fix. And the word "and." All
Unless
fixed.
we're on a new station.
That's what she wrote.
I know.
That's
All right,
it.
so she's going to check all your numbers?
Yes. But wait a minute. So now I have to go get dinner. So I drive around.
Where?
I went to Pollo Tropical to take home some dinner.
You could have just picked up dinner Publix.
Yeah.
A rotisserie
I was
chicken
gonna do
inside.
that,
But
But-
he would have had to wait in another line.
No, I was going to do that, but people applauded when I left. So that was a sign like, get the hell out, you know? So I go past on Federal, I go past the Pollo Tropical because this sign is out.
Oh.
So I turn around, and I must have gone past it.
What time did you get home?
Well, we'll get to that in a second. Remember, I left the radio station at 8:15. I make a U-turn. I missed it again. I went around and around like you did that time
Third
when we
time's
were
the charm.
looking for a studio and you drove by me 3 times.
Right.
Okay. So then I found it and I go in there and I said, boy, your sign is out. We're closed. You're what? You're closed. We close at 8 today. We have to clean up, inspection, blah, blah, blah. She gave me this whole thing.
That hurts.
So what'd you do? So then what'd you do?
I get in my car and I drive up to Linton. The line at Linton goes all the way out to Tampa because there's no other one open. I could have gone to Atlantic because nobody
Tampa.
goes there.
4 hours away, Tampa.
You know something?
Mm-hmm.
I get my food, I go home, then it says, what the hell happened to you? It's 10 o'clock.
I went to Timbuktu.
And then you watched the movie?
And it had just started.
How
At 10
does your
o'clock?
night
I had it.
start?
You were up till what, midnight?
can't
I was up
do
to
it.
1:30 in the morning.
Do you?
And I was having a dinner and a show.
How many
We need some
cappuccinos did you
FaceTime.
have this morning to be
None.
this chipper?
We need to FaceTime.
I have
Like that.
decided, let me tell you what I have decided. I have decided that for the rest of my life, I'm going to be above happiness.
Okay.
Because you know, it's easy to fall back. You saw how I came in yesterday. I was fighting before I got through the door. People throwing stuff at me. I said, listen, you want to be right, be right. Hey, what the hell? I'm not going to argue. You got to argue with me. No, I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah.
It's Stupid is as stupid does,
And
as
it's gonna
Forrest
get
Gump
stupider.
says. Is
So-
that what Forrest Gump says? Stupid is as stupid does, as stupid do.
I want to open up a merch store. When we're getting rid of the tree.
We're
It's going
gonna
right there.
We're gonna have the tree
We're
picked
packing
up.
it away today.
We're gonna
We're
pack
going
it
to
away.
open up a merch store, but it has to be the right store. Look.
We're putting the tree away.
Gonna put the tree. We're gonna call and pick up the tree.
Oh my gosh, you.
Well, today is Three Kings Day. Today is Three Kings Day, so today's really the 12th day of Christmas. So that's why the tree has still been here until
Apparently
today.
is Three Kings
It
Day.
is January 6th. Look it up.
I thought it was always the 8th.
That would be you in numbers, but January 6th.
Oh, I'm good with numbers. I just don't know how to fill out a Powerball.
Just not the radio station numbers.
That's exactly it.
You know, my finger makes the boo-boos because I do it in between. What I did was I took a break watching In the Heights. I had to go to the bathroom. I guess I had to drink. And that's when I used to do my thing
You
here.
did it on the toilet.
Toilet. It's a toilet message.
Toilet texting.
And then I see that you criticize it, so I had to take another break to fix it. Things of that nature.
So
That's
did-
when I do my best thoughts. Do you know why I do so many social media outputs? Because I go to the bathroom a lot. Your mother taught me that trick.
When you're posting a lot, you're.
He's
You
in
know
the
I'm in the
bathroom?
toilet.
Alright, cool.
So every time you guys see it, you know where he's been. Sometimes I just go in there to sit, not because I'm doing
It's a
anything.
pretty routine schedule, wouldn't you say?
I just go in there and I sit down because there's so much freaking noise.
Next time I see you notified.
Right?
FaceTime.
Isn't that? Don't people just talk a lot?
You have, at least you have a private room.
Yes, I do.
I can't do that.
I go in.
If it's not Linda, it's the cats. If it's not the cats, it's the phone.
I go in, even if Chuck's in another room, I close the door because I don't want to hear his TV. I don't want to hear his workout. I put in my headphones. I close my door. I don't like close it, but I close it enough to say like I need my privacy. You're
Space.
welcome to come in, but I just need some space. Yeah,
I
just
do. I use the bathroom, and I put a sign.
Bathroom
do
doesn't work.
not-
If you're in the bathroom, people come in
No, I say
because
do
they
not
feel
come
like
in.
that's a free
Now
reign.
I lock the door, and people come in because I have a shared
Yeah.
shower, Jack and Jill, whatever you call that. They come through that door.
Yep.
I'm like, I can't lock that.
No,
But
the space. Everyone just needs their space, especially now. I know we got to wrap it up. We got another show.
we have an announcement.
We do.
Oh, you want to leave it for 12? We have
I don't know
our
what the announcement
own
is.
comic strip. right now.
Ah, yes, we do.
Bailey, one of our producers, new producer, is a whiz
An animation.
in animation, and then she makes a move. She does, what did you call
That's
that?
what animation is.
No, sometimes it's drawings,
Right.
and sometimes it's movement.
Animated.
And her animation moves. I know some people that do 3D. I know some people that do pictures, and I know some people, like she says,
She's
she makes
incredibly talented
she
in what
makes
she
them
can
move.
draw. And you know what? She never says no.
And
You say, can you do this?
I saw
think I
what she
can.
did in college the first year, and it moved. I was like, look at that.
Yep. She can do a lot of cool things.
So, more to come. I'm not very excited about that. So I have my little Snoopy picture.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I let people
And
know.
there it is. I love that. Batman, Snoopy Batman.
And Gina, our artist, wants to be the one with the sword. Everybody's picking a little. My sister
Say that
says.
again?
Really?
My
I
sister
thought,
says.
isn't that all the interns following Batman?
Well, that's Spider-Man. That would be Slick. The one with the mask there in the front with the hairdo would be Dawn. The one with the sword would be you, because you're HR. And that's Valerie over there in third position. I don't know what she's doing. Well, look, it's dropping its phone.
Wearing some underwear on her.
She's got pink on her head. Exactly. Just trying to catch up. Oh
She's
my
wearing
gosh.
a pink underwear. But this is the funniest thing. I got this from Corpy, who just lost his mom, and she rest in peace. And he is a comic book, what do you call a comic book trader?
Oh, okay.
Millions of comic books.
Wow.
And he
Collector.
trades them, a collector. He trades them. So now he's putting all these different, because we grew up together. I used to make fun of him.
That's very cool.
So I said to Corpy, why don't you make Roachman? Because we live in the Bronx. What are you going to be? So he started drawing Roachman, and he still has the original pieces. He's never published it, but he has the original pieces. So he's sending me all sorts of little
He's an
cartoon
artist?
pieces. Yeah.
We should bring some of his artwork in.
Well, when the time is right.
Same
But
some of his
all of
pieces.
these little pieces he posts on Facebook, and I copy them.
Very cool.
Wasn't that funny?
I like it.
So it's going to be called Smile of the Day.
Nice. The cartoon is?
Hey, whatever cartoon.
I
got
was
a
thinking
few
it's through
others.
the eyes of Bailey.
Well, I'm going to wait until Bailey catches up and does what she needs to
The
do.
Brew Crew Adventures.
I like
That's
that
what
too.
we're doing, the Brew Cruise Adventures.
The Brooklyn Cafe.
We have to whiteboard that. You have a lot of work to do today. And you have a show tonight.
And they both have shows
And
tonight.
Slick has a show tonight. Slick, I'm gonna tell you something. If you get up there tonight and you say, and have nothing to say,
No,
I'm gonna be real
If
upset.
he says,
letting everybody know that I'm back in action.
if he says, I don't know about you, but I love butter.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? A show
I'm
about butter?
definitely going to commercial break.
What are you gonna do? A Pikachu? What are you doing this show? What are you doing tonight? What are you doing here?
I'm gonna let people know that I'm back, and I'll be back here to stay. So I won't be taking a hiatus anymore. So.
Good. Slick Speaks is back.
I'm pretty sure your friend here is happy to hear that. She said you blindsided her. Blindsided.
Slick is back.
No, next time I'll just have.
You're conveniently back, but we're not doing one film.
You got this. She had it under control, right?
She did. She
100%.
panicked. I've never seen her panic before.
No panicking. All right, ready to wrap this up? We got some meetings to take care of. She didn't panic.
She didn't finish.
I know, but look at the face.
Not at all. She did great.
She's
She's
too
awesome.
tired.
She got to be exhausted today.
I'm the snooze button today.
All right, snooze button it is. Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. Wash your hands. New World Order.
Try
And we'll see
washing
you in a
them
little
twice.
bit. Twice.
What soap?
Thank you for listening to the morning show. As I go now to fill my mug, which is completely empty, I'm coffee out.
Your cup runneth over.
No,
Have
company dry.
a great morning, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. Tune in for all of our other morning shows coming from Ant Media Productions, and then our afternoon show at 12 o'clock.
And always join us for more fun and laughs, because your day starts when you smile.
Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.